I can't tell you guys how absolutely stoked I am for the main event at UFC 291. Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje for the BMF title. This is going to be a lightweight scrap for the ages. The second fight in this rivalry between Poirier and Justin Gaethje, the battle of the Austins. This is going to be so much fun. Their last two losses both come from Khabib and Charles Oliveira. I was looking at on the scales today. Gaethje is a little bit bigger guy than Poirier. He's got a 2-inch height advantage. Leg reach is about the same, but Dustin Poirier's got the longer arms with the 72-inch reach. This fight is going to be amazing. It is happening at altitude, but I don't know how much that plays into it because both these guys train at elite gyms with elite competition, and Poirier's sleeping in that hyperbaric chamber or whatever the heck he was talking about, and Gaethje is a member of Team Elevation up in Colorado, and he already lives and fights and trains all day, every day at Elevation there in Colorado. This fight should be an absolute barn burner. If you watch the first fight, early Justin Gaethje had a lot of success with those leg kicks, man. Especially when you have two fighters that are not the same stance, like because Gaethje's orthodox and Poirier is a southpaw, so that inside leg kick is there for Gaethje to use that right leg and blast it on the inside of Dustin Poirier's right leg. He had a lot of success with that, but that was his demise. I think it was in the fourth round. He threw a leg kick, dropped his hands, and bang, Poirier timed it perfectly with that left hand down the pipe that ended up setting up the finish for him to get the W and the TKO win over Justin Gaethje. And I think the fight is going to go very similar to the first fight. Justin Gaethje, to me, is the same guy. The MMA guru was saying, like, Dustin Poirier hasn't evolved in the 5 years since they last fought, and he is so wrong about that, man. If anything, it's the opposite. Justin Gaethje still doesn't wrestle. He has there's no threat of submissions. There's no threat of takedowns. There's none of that stuff. He's the same guy. He's going to come at you with 2, 3, 4 punch combinations that either end in an uppercut or a left hook. And Poirier has a ton of different ways to win. The way he fought McGregor was totally different than he fought Chandler. So he fights everyone matched up on the style that he faces, and Justin Gaethje just marches forward and fights everyone the exact same way. So I don't see under any circumstance how this fight's going to go any different. I do not think Justin Gaethje has evolved enough to keep Dustin Poirier guessing. In this game, if you know what the other guy's going to do, it's so much easier to play defense and set up your shots. He knows that he doesn't have to worry about flying his hips back if a takedown's coming, or if they're on the ground to have to defend a choke or a triangle. He's not going to have to do any of that. All he's got to do is protect the legs from the leg kicks and just continue to outbox Justin Gaethje. He's a better boxer. His boxing's way more crisp. The way he moves in the pocket, he's light on his feet. He's hard to time. But Justin Gaethje's a monster, man. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's one of the best fighters in the world. I just don't think he's evolved enough to be that number one guy. And if he ever gets there, it's not going to last long. That style's really easy to figure out. And all the champions, they have a lot of wrinkles to their game. Look at Islam. Look at, Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. Edwards and Usman can not only wrestle their asses off, they can box and kickbox very well too. And Islam is a master at sambo and wrestling, and he's got good kickboxing too. His kickboxing is very underrated. So that's why I think Poirier has a better chance to beat Islam than Justin does too. Because that Justin Gaethje-Islam fight would go exactly beat for beat how the Khabib fight went. It wouldn't even be a fight. He would take him down, but Islam would probably break his arm. Or Khabib was like, nah, I don't want to break his arm in front of his parents. So he went to the choke and put him to sleep. It's going to go the same exact way. Gaethje's wrestling is good, but when he has to wrestle, he gets super tired. That's what happened in the Khabib fight, man. After that first round, he got on the stool and was huffing and huffing and puffing. And even Trevor Whitman was like, hey, dude, relax. But he can't relax because that's not how his brain is wired. And I just think when the shit gets going tough, Justin Gaethje just has the toughness where Dustin Poirier has the intellect to adapt to different situations. And I think that's why Dustin Poirier is going to come out victorious. He's going to be my pick for Jorge Masvidal to wrap the BMF title around his waist, and Dustin Poirier will move to 2-0 against Justin Gaethje, and he will face the winner of Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira maybe UFC 300. Sounds good to me. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you think I'm batshit crazy, let me know in the comments below. Please hit that like button. It really helps out our channel grow. I appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you guys on the next fight. Peace!